This is a story about my vision and where I stand today. When I was 10 years old, I lost a lot of my vision. I went from doctor to doctor seeking a second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion. For the first 3 years of going to the ophthalmologist, every few months I would have to get a new prescription lens. The prescription lenses were not helping me see any better, so I kept going back to the doctors. My vision was progressively getting worse. Then one day I had an appointment with a low vision specialist. I endured several tests which were straining and challenging for me. One was a perimetry test. This is also known as a visual field test. It measures your central field of vision and your peripheral vision. Then there was the fluorescein angiography test. This one uses a yellow dye fluid to examine the blood flow in your retina. There was also a color vision test and so much more. After completing a number of these tests, at 14 years old, I was diagnosed with Stargardt's disease. Stargardt's disease is an eye disease which affects the macula. The macula is the part of the retina responsible for central vision. After my diagnosis, I spent a lot of time at Children's Hospital in hopes of a breakthrough to get my vision back. Prescription lenses, contacts, or even LASIK surgery will not help me see better. Still, to this day, Stargardt's disease does not have a cure. My vision has been the biggest challenge in my childhood and life. When I was a teenager, I did not know how to deal with it. I let it consume me, and as bad as this may sound, I lacked the strength to overcome it. But as I got older, I began to accept that my vision loss was a part of me rather than who I am. During my 20s, I truly learned how to adapt to my vision and become independent. I will share with you some examples of what I do, and do not feel bad if you laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. I heavily rely on my muscle memory in order to see. With that being said, it is important to me to keep my home organized. When I am at home, I count my steps in order to help me see where I am. No, I do not mean a smartwatch or a fitness tracker. From where I am standing right now at my kitchen counter to the stove behind me to my left is X number of steps. From the stove to the kitchen table, it is Y number of steps. I do this with all of my familiar places. There will be occasions where I miscount and misstep, and it will result in me walking into the corner of a wall, a door, or even an object of some sorts face first. There was one time I walked right into my front porch light. It's in the same place every single day, but I still walked into it. Like any other instance where I walk into things, I started yelling, "Why is there a light fixture 6 feet off the ground? Put it at 8 feet, bro." Then after I finished yelling, I laid down and took a nap because my head really hurt. Another time I was at an aquarium, so now I am definitely not in a familiar environment. The first 3 to 4 exhibits rose from the floor to about waist-high height. There was no cover or lid to these exhibits. Those exhibits had turtles, starfish, little creatures like that. So I would lean a little bit forward like this to possibly see it better. The exhibit after those first few looked similar to me. So like before, I leaned a little bit forward to possibly see the sea creatures a little bit better, and smack, I went face first into thick plated glass. I rubbed my head and I started yelling because it hurt. Like, who installs a fish tank from floor to ceiling but only fills the water halfway up and then has trees and stuff in the background? My friend was a few steps ahead of me. She turned and looked at me and said, "Did you just smack your head into the glass?" Then 1 week ago, as I was taking a shower, I smacked my head right into the sliding glass door. Like, who puts a sliding glass door in the shower? If you ever thought to yourself why I look the way I do, why my eyes have that glazed look, why my food presentation is far from perfect, or any other questions that have to do with visuals, it is because I am legally blind. It is a part of me and I no longer allow it to keep me from rising up. I write my own videos. I taught myself how to shoot and edit the videos. I am the one cooking. I'm also the one interacting with you in the comments section. I am also the one who likes to yell when it is necessary. And right now it is necessary to yell Lahma. Why am I sharing my vision with you? You may be facing a challenge in your life with the fear that that challenge is what defines you. Do not let your fear define you. That was the mistake I was making when I was younger. That fear can take over and it will consume you. That fear will hold you back from any personal growth. That fear will prevent you from becoming the best version of yourself. Instead, I want you to learn how to adapt to your challenges. No matter how dark your path in the tunnel of life may seem, you can adapt. You must adapt. You will learn new skills that will ease your daily life, and you will be stronger than what you were yesterday. Yes, some moments in your path may be harder than the rest. In those harder moments, do not allow fear to hold you back. Learning to adapt will make you a better person. Once I was able to differentiate between what defines me and what is a part of me, I was able to build myself up. You can do it too.